probably gonna catch the back half of that
Yeah, that's how we hook the viewers.
by yelling very
Yeah, by
loud.
yelling,
Scream randomly.
Just randomly screaming.
Hardcore
They're gonna
scream.
see that and they're gonna think,
Gonna be
"Oh my
so
god,
scared.
this is amazing! I'm gonna watch
This is
Yes. Well,
People
listen.
are really
it's
having-
either- Well, listen. We're either staring at the camera like
Yeah.
creeps, saying nothing, or I'm just randomly screaming for no reason.
Yeah.
That's our hooks right there.
two genders.
Say it
Also,
like that. I don't
fuck
know
you,
if that was-
Craig.
Yes. Now that we're past the 10 seconds, thank you for coming to another live. This is our 4th live session, which is actually crazy, because we're on episode 82 right now, and we just now figured out how to go live on YouTube.
I'm so
Just
smart.
as a side note, we will probably not go live on any other platform because fuck the other platforms and I'm too lazy for that. I like to stick with one because we learn the rules on one and then we don't have to worry about rules on the others. So even if we do go over to Twitch for whatever I don't even see us going over there, but if we do, I don't think we're gonna go live over there. We're gonna stick with YouTube because YouTube's easy. But anyway, welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons, and we're missing one asshole, Garrison, who you will see in the episode from yesterday. He could not join us again because he has a life outside of D&D, which I still don't understand.
We need
I
to
don't
stop
even-
letting him out of the cage for other things.
I know, I understand that, but like, life outside of D&D should not even be a sentence.
Exactly.
I don't know how those words mesh together. I don't get it.
They don't.
D&D is
We
love.
should only be let out of the cage for D&D. Nothing
It
else.
sounds like
Not to
an archaic
be
language
brave.
that not even D&D would understand. I don't know what that means. But anyway, so where we left off last session, actually this is going to be a mixed bag. Vidar, Yorick, and Malador, you guys had entered the Gladiator Arena. You entered into the 3 versus 3 to not split the party up, which was great. You guys did your first battle in the arena. I don't care about the fucking.
And it hurt. It hurt.
You guys did your first battle in the arena. It was a 19-foot blue skin frost giant and 2 goblins versus the 3 of you. The frost giant did enough of a number on you, and after Malador successfully gutted this frost giant in a non-to-the-death scenario, the goblins took off. Hey! Go fight somewhere else.
Shut
Go
up,
away.
speaker.
Stop mounting the cat.
Uh-huh.
Here we go again.
Anyway, I love my cats. Don't hate me. I just don't. I don't want the male fucking them. Anyway, so after that was a successful fight. They went downstairs and then they signed up and prepared for a 3 versus 4, which they are now going to be brought up into the arena to do that. So that is what we're going to be doing with them. Garrison, Cammy, and Steven. Garrison went into a 1 versus 1, where he walked out and was presented with an opponent that was a red dragonborn, 6 foot tall average height. He came out with a displacer beast as a pet that was a tiny bit different because the 3 tails didn't come from the shoulders, which the displacer beasts have. They've got the 1 tail in the back and then the 2 like whip tails that come out of the shoulders. This one was a orange and black and white Siberian tiger style, where the 3 tails came out of the hindquarters.
Ain't no way you gave him
And-
Karama.
And it had a triple stack jaw, where it was just the normal mouth and then a 3rd bottom jaw underneath, or I should say a 2nd bottom jaw underneath the original bottom. And all 3 had the razor sharp teeth. However, in one fell swoop, Garrison quite literally in one move decapitated his opponent. So that was the end of that fight. It was about 10 seconds, and that one was over. And then the Displacer Beast broke its loyalty to the Dragonborn because it didn't have a choice, and became an unofficial pet of Garrison. So now he has a Displacer Beast, which Yorick, to let you know, because you guys were there in essence, after that fight, and then during Garrison's second fight, your dragon and his Displacer Beast basically became weird friends, where the Displacer Beast actually laid down licking its paw and purring, and your dragon just kept doing circles around it like she was trying to figure out whether she was going to fight it, eat it, or mate with it. Just kept walking around doing that shit, like the territorial thing. That happened during, and then he went up for another fight, which was a 2 versus 2, and pulled a random teammate out of the gaggle that was down there ready to fight, who ended up being a 3-foot female gnome named Bartholomew, who had very, very quick bow skills. He then ended up taking on an ogre and an orc. The ogre was a barbarian, raged one time, and neither of them survived either. Well, the orc survived. Bartholomew took the orc out, and it survived, but once again, Garrison killed the ogre in a non-to-the-death event. And I'm hyphenating that for a reason. There have been several deaths in the non-to-the-death events. So then they had to take an intermission to clean up the mess. In that intermission, Garrison, Cammy, and Steven ended up leaving. You guys walked out with the giant sack of coin that Steven had won from all of his gambling issues. And the weight of the coin ended up tearing through the bag to the point where it was slipping out and dropping one coin every couple of steps, and attracting members of the city outside who were kind of closing in until Garrison flew up above the group, displaying his wings, kind of nonchalantly threatening them with his glaive, and then Dorum and Tulip, the king and queen, approached their group, offered to help them with a better bag if they heard him out on a job that he needed completed. He then displayed his skills where, in just the flick of his wrist, he lifted this 130-pound bag of coin up into the air with no issue. He then dissolved the bag and started doing fireworks display windy shit with all these platinum coins through the air as he led them to his castle at the main street of the Clarolando Empire. And that is where you guys are now, is at his castle. So, but where we are going to begin this, because you guys got to play yesterday, is the upcoming fight for you three. So Vidar,
Yo.
Yorick, and Malador.
Open up
Will
the
begin.
map.
Yes, I will. In the 3 versus 4. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
I'm the map. He's the
He's
map.
not the map.
I am not the map. But I'm gonna pull up the map.
Viper, no swiping.
Swiper, no swiping.
Aw, man.
Okay, bye. Alright.
Completely wrong.
Alright. And let me put Malador and Yorick and Vidar. You three are in there. Okay. There we go. And we're going to start the session so everyone can go in and join. And let me share my screen. Share. Do. Okay. There we go. So y'all can go in and join. So Malador, Yorick, and Vidar, you guys are gonna come out to, because this is your second fight and you already displayed in your first fight, you guys are gonna come out to 3,500 people, like, on their feet, standing ovation, cheering, lots of music, lots of noise. A cascade of different noises, from woohoos to boos to I lost a lot of money, I hope you die, please win this, I'm desperate, marry me, I love you, that kind of shit. Like, just a cascade of different, among all of the cheering and like drunkard woots, you hear
I hope
different,
you die.
you hear different shit from the audience, as well as like ale bottles and beer bottles being thrown into the arena, and just not smashing on the sand, but just sitting there as now possible obstacles in your way to slip over.
Can I grab up a not empty bottle and down it?
Oh, they're all empty.
Oh, fuck.
Ha,
Yeah, no.
loser.
What
do
you
mean,
guys
ha, loser? Fuck off. I'm gonna smash the bottle over Maldor's head.
Ugh!
what you guys are going to notice immediately coming out through all of this, is you're going to lock eyes on a very familiar, welcoming face, a red panda, up in the audience,
Oh, finally, it's
shit.
been so long.
sitting relatively where Cammy and Steven were. The other thing you're going to see is Cammy and Steven are gone, and
don't
now
love us anymore.
in their place is Merida.
Awesome.
Merida.
So Merida, very reminiscent of the Gladiator games in the alternate timeline, but this stadium is way bigger. Between your and I know this map doesn't do anything for it, but between your bleachers where you're sitting and the ones across from you it's a 500-foot gap. It is a massive area. And if you were to stand up and look down, it's a 15-foot drop to where they are now standing, waiting for their fight. And then you still, it's kind of like PTSD for you, because you sat in the bleachers in that one as well. And
Yep.
as you look up to your left, you see that same glass box where like Xander was standing, and the two thinkers were standing. Only now that's where you're only assuming like the king and queen, royalty, or the lords would sit. Oh, but the box is empty. There's no one up there. But it's very much bringing back like, is Antolon gonna come out and die again? Like, what's going on here?
Is everyone gonna load?
As you see your 3 party members that you haven't seen for a while enter the arena.
Do I spot her?
All 3 of you do.
Okay.
You all see her.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Huh?
And actually, I'm gonna stop sharing this first.
Malador smiles.
Actually, no. It
Huge.
wouldn't really matter if I stopped sharing it, because you guys are gonna see me place the monsters anyway. So what the fuck am I doing? That was retarded. All right, let's do that.
Hey, we don't call him that anymore.
So
Monsters have feelings too, okay?
they do.
Orc. An orc. 2 orc.
Oh, okay. We can deal with some
Sounds
orcs.
No,
Oh.
not an ogre.
Bug.
Is that bad?
I think we stumbled into the wrong swamp.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys
got to
are
add
gonna
1 more because it's a 3-on-4.
Is that bad?
Oh, if you can see what he's typing.
Wormling. A wormling. Which one? A blue one.
There. No.
Oh, I'll take a blue one. I'll take that fire damage. Fire damage. It would be vulnerable to fire damage, right? Because it's ice. That's what blue is.
Blue is lightning.
Is it? I thought yellow was
Yeah,
lightning.
blue. No, blue is lightning. Yellow is fire as well. And White. White is ice.
Alright. So, do anything that you guys want to prepare. Remember, you did not take a long rest. There wasn't enough time
Yep.
between the fights for you to long rest. There were
Yep.
several hours, but you need at least 6, and there wasn't 6.
Mhm.
There was just a couple. So, if you guys still have enough dice to short rest, go ahead. If any of your spell slots come back over a short rest, go ahead. Otherwise, prepare what you need, and let's roll initiative.
Guys, I have an idea.
Yay, I'm max health.
I am too. I did it last time.
Alrighty.
Yippee!
So, Merida, I'm gonna have you roll initiative as well, just in case there's anything that you want to do in the middle of this.
I don't like that maniacal cackling.
Bro is evil. No, that was worse.
Oh, initiative.
I did better than you.
Too busy evil cackling.
Ooh, Vidar. Vidar, we're gonna have to do rollies.
If I want to.
What's your dex?
I want to do rollies. Fuck the dex.
No, what's your dex? I don't want to do rolls.
He's
I +1 to dex.
I have an 18 in
Best
dex, so +4.
Yeah, so he wins. Vidar,
I'll do rollies with you if you
Yep.
want.
19.
what is 19?
Fun.
Yeah, Malador got
Okay.
19 as well, so he goes right after me.
He'll get 18. Yorick,
4.
4.
Actually,
Merida.
you know what? Can you put me at 18 and Malador at 19? I'll go behind.
Yeah,
Malador.
let me go first. W-mans.
Yeah, I'll go-
W-mans.
Yeah, I'll
You're
go
gonna
behind Malador.
concede? Alright.
I have
Yeah,
a good
I'll
idea, trust me.
I'll
Merida,
let him go first. He's our heavy hitter.
Anytime
Me?
he's said that, it's been bad.
it has been bad. Oh. Hang
Wait,
on
he
a
said
sec,
it. He
guys.
said it last session, and he threw out a water balloon.
Hang-
And
I'm not
a
doing
blue
cards
animal.
this time. I'm doing something fun.
Define fun.
Fun.
That
Murder.
Yeah, we just need to make them.
That's good.
concede.
Fuck with.
We don't have the result to killing.
he's gone.
We are killing these people. These people, like, they could have chosen
Wait,
to
wait,
give
wait.
up
Oh my
with
God.
their weapons when they saw us. We're killing them.
These people are
Nope.
horrible racists. We're killing them.
Yeah, these are Nazis. Okay.
Yeah. Don't ask how I know that. I just do. We're gonna kill them.
Okay, never mind. All right, they die. Well, the Dar said they die, so they die.
Hell yeah. My cat stares in the corner of my room a lot. I think I have ghosts.
Probably.
Probably from
One time my cat brought me a dead animal that I couldn't identify or look at for too long because it seemed to shift shape and it hurt my brain to look at.
Ew. No, that's gross. I'm just trying to go after that goatissy.
what?
I think
Huh?
it might have
Never
been
speak
something
again.
that's normal. I was
I am
just
trying
gonna ignore it.
to hit the goatissy.
You're saying it like it's a goat.
No, ghost.
Wouldn't it
Oh,
be
do
Gussie?
not go after my people.
Huh? What?
I'm Haunter.
Oh.
And I work in a horror boutique.
That's so girly pop.
I had someone sneeze in my store today, and instead of saying bless you, I shouted Godzilla at them. Everyone in the store gave me a round of applause.
And everybody clapped.
Because why would you? It's like that's like saying, I don't know. That's like saying "Hail Satan" in a church is like saying "bless you" in a horror boutique.
Curse you. That's what I say when any of my friends sneeze.
Curse
course,
And then I go home and do.
I either shout Godzilla or Hail Cthulhu.
Oh wait, let me find it. Give me a second.
No, you're gonna show him? So, I make my friends things sometimes.
Okay.
And what Judd has gone and is getting is a little, like, doll figurine of himself.
Oh no.
It's not a voodoo doll,
I mean, I'm
but
totally
he won't believe
for
me.
it.
Oh shoot, there he is,
There he is.
hiding in the corner. Okay, so speaking of curses, this is what she did.
I love.
She made this out of foam for my birthday.
I don't know how I'm ever gonna top it.
I don't think you ever will.
I know. Unless I make one and do put your hair in it.
Maybe. I'm surprised you didn't with that one.
Well, I ran out, okay?
What do you mean you ran out?
Huh? Nothing. Weren't we
Anyways,
playing D&D? Do you want to do rollies for no reason?
Sure.
I got a 13.
Let's fucking
I got
do
a
it.
15.
Fuck.
Loser.
Wait, that's not a 20. Hold on. I'm in.
I'm saving my good rolls.
3.
You win.
Yeah.
It's the closest to one that wins, right? Like a race?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
We're not playing a 2D
Mario Kart?
system, so no.
I don't know what that is.
2D20 is a system where instead of rolling 1D20, you roll 2 and you add them together, and low roll is good.
That's weird.
It is. Only ever played one system that did that.
I am familiar with a bunch of D6s, which is what Blades in the Dark uses, and a bunch of D10s, which is what VTM uses.
See, the Fallout, like, RPG tabletop game uses the 2D20 system, so I
That's
had to learn it. It was a pain.
You should just... Big number is good.
You should, but they didn't.
That's stupid. I rolled a d10 to see what would happen. And I got a 1.
Oof.
So I didn't put it in a pool, but I did bestial fail.
Where did everyone go?
They just left. Now we're here and we have to entertain chat.
We're terrible at that.
Ugh.
God, why did they put a microphone in front of my face?
This is why I'm an adult and I have a job.
I do too. I never changed out of my work clothes.
This
You're gonna
break
dox yourself.
the butt plug.
Here we go again.
No!
Seriously, with the children in the chat, the two youngest, the youngest is in the chat right now. Really,
What?
the baby is on the chat right now. Is this really the best time to go there?
What are we talking about?
We're going to Applebee's.
Probably heard much worse.
What are we talking about?
I mean, Judd learned what CNC was today.
I've been eating a buffalo chicken sandwich this entire time.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Who's in the chat right now?
I am sorry about that to the viewers and to you guys. That was a moment. I had to take that phone call. That was an important momentary. I had to take that one.
You're good.
Okay, so you guys are up against what you can see is a blue dragon wormling, ogre, and 2 orcs. As you get up into relatively the middle of the arena, spot Merida, talk amongst yourselves on what you're gonna do. The doors across the way open up. The same door that they drag all of the dead bodies out, including the giant frost giant that you guys killed prior. And what walks out is these 4 individuals that get into this kind of formation. And
We
yes, so we.
That break to actually formulate a plan.
Okay, fantastic. I haven't even
Fire!
fucking initiative for these guys yet, so I do apologize for that.
Fire is plan.
That was a phone call that I could not avoid, so I apologize for that.
You're good.
So, when someone that I care about calls me up crying, I can't say no to the phone call.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, well, you know. Alright, so let me roll initiative for these 3 so that I can, or for the 4, so I can at least get that going. Okay, so that one, alright. So we have on there. Okay, we've got on there. Oh. Okay, so it's on there.
Huh?
And okay, so that one actually kind of sucks, but
29?
okay.
That's some BS.
This is just initiative rolls, guys. Relax.
Yeah, let him burn all the good rolls on initiative. Please.
Come on, it's not like I beefed up the characters for RP purposes or anything. Come on. Why would I do that?
RP purposes.
I think I got what you're putting down there.
What's the good of a fight if it's not challenging? Especially if you're winning
win.
money.
You don't have to
XP
make new
grinding.
characters.
You just give us like one easy one.
You guys have had easy fights actually.
No.
There's been a couple of fights during this campaign that have been easy.
No, there hasn't.
Actually, there has. There's been a
Uh-uh.
couple of them. You guys have had a couple of fights that were easy.
We're just gonna fight 5 kobolds stacked next round.
Right?
I'm out next round. I'm done.
You end up walking out to just like
Yeah, I need a long rest after this fight. If
you
I
guys end up
survive.
walking out to just like 5 goblins and they all run away. Alright.
I'm gonna try
So
something
we've got
if it doesn't
the
work.
ogre, both orcs, and then Malador and Vidar. So you two can prepare what you want to do after
After I get mollywopped.
after these 3 go.
Good thing you guys have a healer. Assuming I don't get targeted immediately.
That's what I'm worried about.
You say as the ogre.
Alright. The ogre is going to rush up. Does anyone have a reaction that is an immediate attack when it comes into range?
Yes, I do.
No.
You should have polearm, right?
I do.
Go ahead and make your attack because it is within 10 feet. It comes right up on you.
Oh.
Have a 6.
18 plus 9 to hit.
Yes.
I can use an opportunity.
Opportunities if it leaves your range.
Or move.
I would have done that with my... Wait, what? I'm confused. It doesn't tell me damage?
Your polearm? Your polearm's just the attack with your weapon.
Oh, okay,
your
I'm
halberd.
dumb. I'm dumb.
You have to use your halberd or a glaive to have a polearm.
I'm dumb.
So it's whatever the damage is for that.
That's not a D10.
Okay, so it's going to take all 3 attacks against Yorick.
Hey, look at me.
This ogre is a 12-foot tall, about 6 feet wide, muscular build, not wearing any armor, literally like wearing overalls that cross in the front instead of one up. The straps cross in the front, and what it's carrying in its hands is a double-headed battle axe.
9 slashing, 3 necrotic.
Okay.
Okay. Since Malador drew blood, I'm gonna use my reaction to hemorrhage the wound. So that's a 6 more damage to it.
Okay.
Guys, just so you know, my
see.
plan has been thrown completely out of whack. I can't do the thing.
Okay. Just beat up the ogre.
I'll try.
Yorick, a 26 to hit.
You know that hits.
A 19 to hit,
19 does hit.
and a 17 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, 17 hits.
Okay.
Shit. Please don't go down. Please don't go down.
Okay.
Ooh, they probably don't have good intelligence, so I'm gonna do this on my next return.
I'm gonna use my Hellish Rebuke on the first attack.
Okay. So, go ahead. It has to roll something, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Dex.
think it's yeah.
That's a natural 20 on the die.
Son of a bitch.
Holy
Don't they still
fuck.
take half?
Everything.
But it does take half.
I love that.
So roll damage and then he has to take it.
Yeah. Roll the damage and cut it in half. Hey, Duchess.
No, that's. God damn it, 4d10. I'm an idiot. Hang on, y'all.
We're not judging. We are judging, but we're not judging.
There's
I have a plan.
We gotta bring out the Pythagorean theorem.
a d10.
Cards
X
or
plus
no
1 equals my
cards?
Foot up your ass.
Cards or no cards?
That is
Are
not.
you throwing cards right in front of us?
No, I'm gonna try not to.
Did you roll your damage?
I had to borrow a d10.
Okay, come on.
I feel like we need to try to kill this ogre as quick as possible because
So
the
cards.
2 orcs and the wormling are they're dangerous, but they're not as dangerous as the ogre since he's
Yeah,
doing 3
I'll put it-
attacks.
So 11 halved.
11 halved would be 5. Okay. The first attack, York, was 31 points of slashing damage.
He's down. He's fucking down.
31.
Second attack,
Yeah, no, I'm going tonight.
29 points of slashing damage.
R.I.P. York.
Third attack, oh, that one's not as bad. That one's not as bad. 24 points of slashing damage.
Bless you.
And he's out of here.
Yorick is down.
Yep, I am down.
Fuck.
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
I'm gonna have to do cards.
Damn.
Alright.
I mean, Merida can heal.
That was the ogre's go. Alright, let's see. So, oh, what the fuck? Stop doing that. What are you doing?
Gotta click off the hand. Yeah.
Stop doing that. Prick. Okay, so that one's gonna come over here.
Dar, this ain't good.
This one's gonna come over here.
Did we sign up for death battles?
No.
No.
You've just been making them death battles.
Alright. So they are both going to do their 2 strikes against you, Vidar.
Mm-hmm.
Judd, I hope you didn't have too much money on this one.
I don't think I bet any on this one.
You didn't, you left already.
Not there.
Thank God. Still
You
have
left
our
before
money.
this one took place. Vidara 21 to hit
Yep.
and a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Alright. So that's with the first orc.
Oh.
That's 18 points of slashing damage. Jesus Christ. $22 points of slashing damage. And now the second orc. That's a 22 to hit
Mm-hmm.
and a 16 to hit.
No.
Alright, so just the one.
Before anything attacks Malador, he's definitely in shark form still. Currently, he came out in it.
Well, you didn't preface that, so you're gonna have to do it in combat, sir.
Okay.
So the one hit, 14 points of slashing damage.
Sorry, it's a bonus action. I can do that.
So that is their turns. That was the ogre and both orcs. It is Malador with Vidar on deck.
Okay. First action, Mimir on the York. Or the York. What am I talking about? The org. Thank you.
The
Words.
ogre.
Ogre.
The ogre.
Words.
Org.
Words.
Augury.
On the York.
On the York. Yep, that's the York.
Is it new or not?
I am an ogre.
That is a.
Oh, I wish I could fucking rename this now. I wish I could rename it a York.
That's funny. Let's see. It has an intelligence save of 16.
Okay.
Fail.
That is a natural one.
Yes! It's completely blind. It's
Fuck yeah.
on a fail, they become blind.
Hell yeah. Was that an action?
Yep. Now I take my next action.
But I think blind
Get
gives a
disadvantage
disadvantage on attacks
on-
and shit.
Yeah. I think disadvantage on dex saves, right? Or is it just attacks?
Not to display Merida here. I'm just going into conditions.
I have a
What
talking head
the-
now, Merida.
What does blinded do? Blinded creature can't see automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So
Lovely.
everyone who attacks has advantage, and it has automatic disadvantage.
Lovely.
And there's another thing that you have to read as well. How long does it last? Because I did state that on there.
Three rounds?
No, hold on.
These conditions will last until they succeed on a save or the head is killed.
That.
Yeah.
So the amount of rounds don't matter. Every round it gets to roll against it until it succeeds. Each round it progresses, whether they succeed or not. And if the head takes damage.
Right.
Hang on a sec.
And then...
Dude, get out of my... Hey, get out of my goddamn trash can.
Oh!
Sorry, that was me. I thought I smelled tacos in there.
Sorry, chat. I couldn't resist myself. being
Listen,
an
I did say
accident.
I loved cats, but god damn it. Alright, go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
Ooh. You know what
Did
that
you
was
roll
for?
You rolled a card. Okay. Where are you throwing it? Because you are 5 feet from Vidar, you're 5 feet from Yorick's body, and then you're surrounded by enemies. So where are you throwing it?
Him.
At the ogre?
Him. The Wiling. The
wormling.
The Dragling.
Wormling.
Yep.
2, Okay. Do you want... Okay, here's a question. You're throwing the card. Do you want distance or accuracy?
Accuracy.
So give me a dex check. Number 9. Okay, this one's gonna be fun.
16.
Okay. So, Vidar, your kind of greatest nightmare being shoulder to shoulder with this red tiefling that you've trotted around with for ever now, takes his deck out that you hate seeing, grabs a
I
rando,
hate seeing his fucking dick, man. Deck.
grabs a... Yeah, his deck and his dick, because you've seen both. Grabs a
Every time he
rando
pulls it out, something bad happens.
and throws it away from the ogre, the orcs, and over toward the blue dragon. Malador, as you
What
take
was
a
it?
peek
What yeah, what was the
as
card?
you take a peek at it real quick before you throw it, there are 3 ghostly, swirling, floating heads on the card.
Oh.
Okay, so you did the dex, that was the accuracy. Now I need you to... I think with the cards, can your deck
It's a
of
roll to
cards
hit.
does it have a roll to hit option?
Yeah.
Do that.
I think it's roll to hit. One sec.
If it's not a roll to hit, then I just need a 20 die and add your proficiency bonus.
Pretty sure it's a roll to hit. If I could, find it.
About to put your stuff on blast here.
It's to hit +5.
Okay, then roll it.
Oh yes. 16 +5, so
21?
21.
Yep. Okay. Alright, and that was to see if the card landed on it or near it, because it would have been a different thing. So, the card hits, it flashes, you see 3 probably like 1 foot diameter like ghostly mask faces, like those like the masks that people wear at masquerade parties. You see 3 of those, but one of them is a sad face, one of them is a scared, or like a scared face, and then the other one's like a literal devil mask with the horns on the top, and those both appear in sequence and then just start floating around the dragon in a perfect circle. They just start floating around the dragon, and you see the wormling just 100% focused on all 3.
Nice.
That's the reaction. Alright. I know that's not the end of your
It's not.
Maladorness. What else you got?
I'm gonna bonus action get in my shark real quick, because I'm gonna need that. And then I'm
Okay.
done.
Roar! Do the roar.
Oh,
There you go. Alright. Vidar, you are up, and then the dragon is next. And then it will be Merida if you want to do anything.
Alright.
Get Yorick up.
So, I'm just gonna... I don't have anything to get him up with.
Not you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're the big spoon. You have a lot to get him up with, sir.
Wink, wink.
I do. I do. I do. Start shaking my tail feathers. But, to the orc on my left, I'm just gonna start attacking.
Okay. Do you think?
So
No, take those guys out, Vidar. I got the orc.
that's a nat one.
The orc.
Lovely.
I did it again. Ogre.
Does a 16 hit?
Actually, let me check. See, I keep fucking wanting to look stuff up on the computer when I have my phone right here. Duh. I know, stupid. Alright, let me see. Does a 16 hit? I can tell. Yes.
Cool. So That's 14 piercing, 3 necrotic, and he has
Yep.
a wound on him.
Okay.
That's 3 acid. I'm also going to Brand of Castigation him.
Which is what?
When you hit somebody with a weapon that you have a right on, they get branded. You always know the direction of the branded creature. Each time the branded creature deals damage to you or another creature within 5 feet of you, it takes 4 psychic.
Okay.
And I'm also going to favor foe it.
Nice.
All right, crossbow.
We gotta pull out the big shit here, Vidar.
That's a 16.
To hit, yep.
Yeah. 8 piercing, and then a D4. 2 extra piercing.
Okay.
Another to hit. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
9 piercing damage, and then my Dagger of Shade. That's a nat 1. Lovely. Bonus action, Celestial Revelation.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
You got a natural 1 on your Dagger of Shade.
Yo, shit.
Fantastic. I need a D20 roll.
Oh no.
What does this do?
Donnie.
13.
And okay. And a D6.
What did you do?
I rolled a nat 1 on my Dagger of Shade attack.
What did you do?
And a D6.
3.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Oh no.
All right, so
It could be a good
Malador,
thing.
Malador being the only conscious one left on the field out of your teammates, you
Am
see.
I down?
Hold on. You see Vidar attacks successfully with his rapier, and the orc responds, takes out his crossbow really quickly, shoots him twice like old western style, puts that away, takes out another dagger and goes to attack. And as he is swinging this dagger, you see him kind of stiffen up, and the dagger comes back to him, and these wings that you're not used to seeing out of Malador's back tear out, and he
Out of
lifts
Malador's back?
out of Vidar.
Vidar's back.
Malador
Oh, shit.
sees wings on Vidar's back that he's never seen before tear out, and Vidar flies up above the group,
Yeet.
puts himself over here, and you're gonna see 3 more of him
Oh shit, Vidar, okay?
tear out.
I don't think this is a good thing.
It could
And
be.
Vidar is now mine for 3 rounds.
Told you. I told you it's not a good thing.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean that he's going to go after you. It doesn't mean that I'm on their side. So
Very. It's however you want to interpret
let's
it.
just hope.
And by the way, this orc is extremely hurt. The one that you were attacking is very hurt.
Okay,
Dropped
thank you
down
for
to 1
that
knee, so
info.
he is technically prone.
That's it for my
Okay. Vidar is done.
Oh shit.
The dragon is next, which actually. Oh, okay. The dragon flies away
Thank God.
as the heads swirling around him get faster and faster and faster, and it literally starts creating like a whirlwind effect where the air just inside this circle of a weird ghostly head starts to get so quick it airlifts the dragon against its will, and then shoots it out of the Colosseum.
Hell yeah. Okay. That helped
Angry
me a
Birds.
little bit.
So that one's gone. All right. Meridor. See, I'm doing it again. Welcome back.
It's return.
Welcome back. Merida, if you would like to do anything from the audience, go ahead. And then, Yorick, I will need a death save should no one heal you.
I'm gonna hold my ground.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
As you're
I'm just
as you're in the audience after all this time not seeing your friends, and you just watch Yorick yet again get just railroad spiked into the ground by this fucking massive 12-foot ogre.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there and just kind of shake my head and be like, yeah, that hasn't changed.
That looks all too familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
all right.
just spectate in silence.
Okay. Wait, why did I come back here? Yorick, go ahead and give me a death save, please. Which is just a D20.
That's a re-roll.
It legit landed in
Point
the
up.
crevice. Point up.
Yeah, that's cocked. Roll it again. Cocketed. 14? Okay, that's a save. So you're good.
That's good.
For now.
That's one save, yes. So one save means that you're not bleeding out. But you still have to roll each turn until someone heals you.
I'm
Or
stable.
until you sleep. Yeah, you're stable, not bleeding to death. Alright, so Yorick went top of the round, back to the ogre. Okay.
Yeah.
Get the-
Come at me, brother.
This is actually a really good question. This is actually a really good question because ogres are not smart creatures.
No, we fire bad.
I know.
Malador, go ahead and take an attack of opportunity.
Oh! I can take that with anything, right?
Yes.
So,
Well, I mean, aside from throwing another card, it has to be a melee weapon.
okay. I was gonna ask if I could shoot my shotgun.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm gonna attack with my.
That's technically arranged.
I'm gonna attack with my katana. Oh my god, I'm rolling like amazing tonight. 16 plus 9, that obviously hits.
Yes. 25, yeah, that hits.
You'd be taking it for now.
Where did my D10 go? I just had it. Here it is. Oh, nice.
Open. The other bag is not.
$10 damage. What kind of damage is the katana?
Flashing.
Didn't you? Yeah, it's slashing damage. Didn't you
Slashing.
identify it?
I think so.
You did.
And then
The damage
four
should all be on
necrotic.
Oh no, it's not necrot. Oh, yeah, because of your thing. Because
Yeah.
your amulet that
Yep.
you took. But your. Let's see. Okay, yeah.
I don't think I ever did. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think I did.
What damage did you roll?
10.
Okay, you gotta read this. Okay, so not on an opportunity attack, but if used on the start of your turn, 2 strikes burns only 1 action. So you could technically, if you used both your actions with your katana, you could strike 4 times. Double
Where?
damage to actual.
Where?
Double damage to actual. I gave you all of this. When you identified the katana, you never identified the katana.
Mm-mm.
I'm reading you shit you shouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know that. We're good.
What did I say? Nothing. Never mind. Okay, so
Yeah,
10
I don't know
and
yet.
4 necrotic. I didn't say anything. Never mind. Beep 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 beep. You guys need to make me drink more often. Okay, that was your opportunity attack. So 10 and 4 necrotic. Got it. All right, cool. Okay, so the ogre is gonna go after Vidar.
Mistakes were
Um,
made for you, Mr.
Vidar,
Ogre.
I'm gonna roll to hit, and then I'm gonna have you roll D's of 4 for me,
I'll be right
so
back.
that I can. Go ahead. I'm gonna have when I roll to hit, and I tell you how many succeed. I'm gonna have you roll a D4 to see which one of you it hits. If it's the original, then he can take you out. If it's your copy, then
I got
obviously
you.
you're good.
With disadvantage, motherfucker.
Oh, I know. So I may as well with disadvantage. Okay, so that's with disadvantage. That's 18.
No, that hits.
Okay. Next one. That one's not gonna hit. And then another 18. So 2 hit.
Okay. So I need
Okay,
to roll 2 d4s.
Roll 2 d4s.
Both 2s.
Both 2s. Okay, so it's going to. Where is the thing that? Okay, so it's actually going to hit that guy twice.
Cool.
So all that's going to happen is this one is going to go poof. And very confused, it's just going to hit it 3 times, or, swing at it 3 times, hit it twice, and it's just going to poof into a cloud of smoke, and there's still going to be 3 of you sitting next to it. So it's like a scratch my head moment, as the ogre looks very angry and very confused.
It thinks it's doing damage, but it's just swinging at the wind.
Bonus action, it's going to rage. And that will be the end of its turn. And then...
That one has... Hold on, I gotta roll a d4 for the necrotic damage on that one, because of its wound.
Can you see it highlighted right? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just 1 necrotic.
1 necrotic?
Yep.
It falls.
Lovely.
So as it's walking over to you, wounded, holding its stomach, it readies its weapon and then just and falls on the ground. This one is also going to come over here. So again, it's going to take its 2 strikes and then roll a d4 for the ones that succeed, because these are not intelligent creatures. Okay. That's a natural 20 and a 19.
The both hit.
Yeah. So roll your d4. Which one does it take out?
2 again. And 2 again.
2 again. Okay, so that would also be that guy. So it's gonna go and that one's gonna go poof. And much like the ogre, it's gonna look very confused because there's still 2 of you standing there.
They've made a vital mistake by leaving me alone.
Oh no!
Well,
no.
I mean, to be fair, leaving you alone in general is a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need Balador to start talking in a Louisiana Bayou accent, like Gambit.
Always got the
Okay.
heart of the cards, yeah?
All right.
I kind of do.
It's rude
Malador-
to come in and drinking up all my liquor.
Malador, you are up. Vidar is on deck.
I came back just in time. So, I remember right. I can't use my bonus action if I use my shotgun, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Your shotgun takes everything. Turns, bonus actions, everything.
Okay. How do you feel about a card? You know, it's always a gamble.
Who are you asking right now?
Vidar.
Say, you ain't asking me. I don't care.
Vidar, what do you think? Oh yeah, it's round 2. They need to do a DC Con 17. The org does.
The ogre?
Ogre. I can't say that word at all.
So I got to roll to save on the blind, which he failed,
Let's go.
and he failed the con too.
Half their movement's gone.
Yep. So now he's blind and half movement.
Mimir's OP. Okay,
I
and now
love Mimir.
I love Mimir as well. He's definitely my favorite thing I've gotten so far. Ooh.
You just like kill things, bro.
Okay, fine, I got you. I'm going to go over to York. I'm gonna crush an orange thing. An orange thing. An orange! No, not an orange! A red crystal.
He pound
Oh, look, I know you want me.
Red crystal! Red crystal, red crystal, red crystal, red crystal, red crystal, red crystal, red crystal. Jesus.
York sets on fire and melts to the ground.
Red crystal. Red
You know,
Well,
you guys are lucky I like you. Malador going. The orange ones, the orange ones heal, right?
Malador's colorblind.
Yeah, the orange ones heal, right? Yeah. Ooh, shit. Fire heals, don't worry. Okay, so you crush a red crystal.
That's 66.
No, it's
Can't
3.
believe you're
It's
started off
3d8,
good
sir.
things
3d8.
and then died.
But he will be back up regardless. Yeah, it's 3d8.
7.
66 is your shotgun. You got them.
1. 7.
So 15. You healed 15. Yorick, you are up.
yeehaw.
I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
And
He's gonna be pissed.
and yes, you wake up to the to one orc being on the ground, the remaining orc and the ogre both over to two Vidars, just flying in the air with wings that you've never seen him have before.
York is so fucking turned on, it's not even funny.
He probably he is. Little Spoon is probably having like
Yep.
Little Spoon's probably having one of those moments. Like,
Be like, bitch, I got a date after this.
that's my big spoon right there. That's my big spoon right there.
You go, Big Spoon. You get him.
You get him.
32, big
All
sir. We're throwing a card at the ogre.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, okay.
Dirty 20 on the roll.
Okay. So he. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, this one, believe it or not, on the card is a rainbow, but it's not a.
No way!
It's not a traditional colored rainbow, as the colors look a bit obscured and darker than they should, along with what looks like wands and stars and stick figure dancers.
Fairly Odd Parent.
Malador played the gay card.
I think I did. I hope to God I did.
And he throws it at the ogre, and as it hits the ogre, it bursts into a massive, overwhelming pink cloud that expands over the entire group, all of you.
Oh no.
You, the ogre, the orc, Vidar, you come out of whatever stasis that you're in. The first thing that you notice is the wings coming out of your back. The second thing that you notice is there's another one of you sitting next to you that you've seen before, but for some reason the other two aren't there. The ogre is there, one orc remains, one's on the ground. Malador and Yorick is now standing back up. And immediately, this pink cloud kind of fills your lungs along with everybody else. And the entire group feels an overwhelming sexual desire.
No way! I pulled the sex card! Yes! I pulled the horny card! Yes!
What did you roll?
A
Was it
32!
69?
32!
Oh.
32.
That's a miss.
An overwhelming sexual desire
I've waited
that
so long!
immediately plummets your group into a crank and yank scenario.
No.
In front of so many people.
Let's go.
And yeah, and
Welcome
the
back,
beauty of
Merida.
this expanding pink cloud is that it's sort of a windy day.
Oh no.
So it starts to blow into the audience. So Merida, from your perspective, the audience across the way at 500 feet starts to breathe in this very thick pink cloud, and it spreads throughout the bleachers on that side, and you too are now reminded with your own eyeballs of a crank and yank scenario.
I
as
just
your
turned the whole
friends down on
Coliseum
the
into
sand.
an orgy.
Malador, Vidar, Yorick, and Ogre and an Orc down on the sand start ripping off all of their clothes. 2 Vidars, actually. Start tearing off all of their clothes, and it becomes a weird clusterfuck orgy scenario.
How long
And
does this
then-
go on?
About 50 to 60 members of the audience in the bleachers also begin to do their thing. This goes on for about 2 to 3 minutes before the announcer voice comes over and says, okay, we're gonna stop this fight here. Thank you all for coming. Anyone who's not caught in this weird mishmash of whatever the hell this is needs to exit the arena. We are done for the day. This is where I draw the line. Thank you for coming. Get your winnings at the door. Goodbye. We're done. And the audience that wasn't already running away from this really uncomfortable orgy starts to clear the building and run down the bleacher stairs and exit the arena.
I win!
Until Merida, you are the only one sitting in this 3,500 capacity audience. You are the only one sitting there watching this god-awful scenario. Not only down in the dirt, but also across the way up in the bleachers as 10 minutes go by. 20 minutes still happening.
Oh my god,
20
I
minutes
feel
go
like
by.
Merida was just got up and left. I feel like Merida was just got up.
Either she'd be flabbergasted and not know what to do, or she would just leave.
I owe her some good stuff.
So that's on you, Merida. Either you're too stunned to move, or you get up and run with the audience.
Yeah, I will probably get up and nonchalantly walk out and just be like, y'all do your thing.
Okay. All right. So, I am going to say, just for the sake of, well, actually, I can stop sharing this now. I am going to say, just for the sake of gameplay, Merida, as you exit, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. Well,
I
more than a
win.
minute. I'm going. Well, okay. So Vidar, to answer your question, above table, the effects of this card last for an hour.
Oh my god, you're lying!
No, the effects of this card last for 60 minutes. Whether someone goes in and tries to interrupt it or not, there is no. And if you knock the person out, their unconscious body will get back up and keep participating. There is no stopping this. It is 60 minutes whether you are alive or dead.
That's my favorite card.
So the unconscious orc got up too. The unconscious orc that was bleeding gets up as well. And, like, eyes rolled back and just goes in. But for the sake of gameplay, Merida, I'm going to say as you pour out of the arena with the rest of the disgusted members of the audience, you run into, or I can't say you run into them, what you see is a very, very weird display of pretty silver coins being just magically swirled around in the air by a very colorful, well-dressed purple tiefling with horns that actually go backwards and walking along with him is Cammy, Steven, Garrison. With Garrison, you see a orange and black and white Siberian tiger with 3 tails coming out its hindquarters. And along with that group, you also see a thin flower folk tulip with what looks like a circlet representing a queen's crown, as they are all rounding around a corner. So since you came here, Merida would know that they are going pretty much the direction toward the main street that you enter the Empire. But you see the back of them as they round the corner.
I will follow at a distance.
Mhm.
Because I
Okay.
do not know if this is a scenario that could become hostile. So I have no idea what's going on. I also don't want to blow a cover.
Fair
So
enough.
I nonchalantly at a distance, just kind of keep an eye, kind of follow a little bit, but not close enough that anyone would recognize me necessarily.
Okay.
Kind of use my stealth to my advantage.
Give me a stealth check, ma'am, because that was actually gonna be my question. You beat me to it. Jesus Christ, Malinor. Fuck.
I win.
You finally rolled it.
You don't know how long I've wanted to roll that card.
He created that one, by the way.
I did.
If you
I
guys,
assume that was 6.
that was his.
Yeah, I definitely had some influence in that one.
Yeah, he created that one.
This is not the kind of team building exercise I was expecting.
Yeah, well, you know, when he approached me with the idea, we worked out the angles, and I didn't say no.
Well,
Of course.
I can guarantee you that this won't be the last time that something like this happens.
It can't be.
What does that mean?
What did you roll for stealth?
12.
12. Okay. So, I mean, you do your best. There are a lot of, as I've described to them before, it is a smorgasbord of different races, from ogres to orcs to half-giants to giants to salamanders to leonons to tabaxis to humans to just any kind of race that you can imagine is here. From furries to non-furries, they're all here. And they're all just walking around doing their thing, interacting among themselves, and there's no squabbling, there's no you don't belong here, there's no fights happening, it's all just harmony. Very strange. As I had told them, I don't know if Tyler described it to you, the size of the Clarolondo Empire, you could fit 4 coast cities in it.
Okay.
It is a massive area. That not even you as a history buff, nor Yorick, knew that this place existed. There have been no scriptures, no books, no studies, no nothing. None of you knew this place existed. It's like it popped up out of nowhere, and it is gigantic. It has its own self-sustaining farms. It's got colleges everywhere you can imagine for all different kinds of spells and skills. Obviously, it has its own coliseum. It's got its own transport system. It's got a massive magical tree in the middle of it that literally sucks the sun rays into it to the point where you could stare at the sun and it won't hurt your eyes. It is a wonderfully magical utopia. And as you follow them, you take a right-hand turn around and you end up in front of Cove Alley, which is where your alchemist shop is, and your item shop, your smithy, that's all there. And then as you take that right turn, you end up on the path where the 6 castles are. Where Merida, you would be able to assume, just based on your tiny village knowledge, these 6 castles are where the lords of the Empire live. It's very easy for you to, because your grandfather kind of tried to do this. but he obviously couldn't build a castle. It was a straw hut that was a little bit bigger than everyone else's.
Yep.
But this would look to you like, okay, this is where the important people live. And everyone in this city, there's no one in this city that looks like they are starving, struggling, or homeless. Everyone in this city is just like clean, beautifully dressed, well manicured. There isn't a dry pocket in this area. So you're not sure if this is you're not sure if this is resembling the rich district of Coast City or if it stretches empire wide. But there hasn't been a single person that you've seen that looks less than rich. So as you circle, you see them go toward the middle of the 6 castles, and just like they did, and just like Steven and Cammy, just like you guys have seen and are going to see more, the Emperor takes a hard right turn, goes up a set of stairs, and opens up this massive black and purple door that goes into the castle. And 5 feet from the bottom staircase, Merida, you see this as well, you see people just kind of popping into existence and then walking amongst their day. They just appear, one appears, 2 appear in a group, and they just walk away talking like it's normal. As he turns and goes into the castle. And Cammy and Steven, this is now your guys. This is now you two, what you decide to do. He walks into the castle bringing this large trail of, well, you gave Garrison 1250. So what are we looking at? 65 minus 1250. My math ain't mathing. That'd be
6,000.
That'd be 53, so 5250. So 5,250 coins are following the Emperor into the castle through the air
Where did this
as he just
extra
continues.
800 come from?
What are you talking about?
I have 6,050.
You had 6,500, sir.
Okay.
You had 6,500.
Yeah.
You had, well, actually, no, you had more than that, didn't you? You had 45,000 and 25,000. That's 70. So you had 7,000 coins. Plus whatever else you had before you got your winnings. And then you have to minus 1250 from that.
Okay.
So whatever that is the amount of coins that you see just circling through the air in a weird acrobatic display as he walks into the building. And I mean, when I say people are just randomly appearing outside 5 feet from the bottom step, it's not just like one. It's pop, and they walk away. Pop, pop. Hey guys, did you see that? That was really cool. Pop, pop, pop. Hey, let's go to the Blue Heaven and celebrate. I love this place. Pop, pop, pop. Really? This is what it looks like? I've never been here before. Hey, can we use one of these to get back home? Because I've never stepped on one of them. And it just kind of fades off. It just random, and it just keeps happening. But Merida, that is what you clock when you turn the corner to see your friends, and that is what you two see. So what would you guys like to do as he moves up into... Garrison just follows him in, like without a word.
I also do so.
And Tulip being beside you kind of speeds up a little bit. You see Tulip being the flower folk, literally thin body Tulip, kind of like a stick figure that's green with leaves poking out of random places, and then the tulip bud with the circlet, and then just like this weird like thinly, kind of like a thinly drawn face, because you don't know how to do eyes or a mouth, and that's Tulip's face. She stops walking and just kind of like starts to glide a lot like Garrison, but very, very quickly, and up the stairs into the castle, like cuts you guys off and goes up. As you, Cammy, you said you joined. Steven, do you join as well? Or do you stay outside? Because your money went in.
Your poor money. It's been abducted.
Yeah, your money
want
went
my
into the
money.
building.
I want my bag of holding. I don't I don't want to give him any of this money. I don't want to pay taxes.
I already registered to be here. I don't want to live here and pay you,
No,
damn it.
I did not register to be
You
here.
did not register to be here. That's
lied
actually the
about
funny
that.
part. You did not register to be here. That is hilarious, actually. I gotta look in on the consequences of that. Anyway,
He'll never know.
I'll never
this money
know.
is mine because you never signed up. Anyway, so you guys all go up the staircase, and it's kind of reminiscent of the Royal Guard Palace, only it doesn't have the giant glass pane windows that Vernon took a chunk out of, and it doesn't have like weirdly painted lords and soldiers and kings of the past up these like giant like church like glass panes. There's no windows in this castle at all, but it is very, very well lit. It has that kind of cafeteria like Harry Potter feel where the candles are floating in the air to light the building. The ceiling is not clouds, by the way, but there are a lot of like candles and lanterns just kind of floating and bobbing in the air that light the entire space. And as you walk in, you see anywhere from like humans to um, a Cyclops woman to orc women, just a bunch of different races mishmashed together, but they're all female. And yes, this is going to sound sexist, but they are catering and taking care of the inside of the castle. Along with, you see, and representation. I'm sorry, again, come after me. I don't care. This is how I built it. You do see 3 male figures that are all well, no, there's 2 humans and then there's 1 tiefling that is an orange tiefling. That the moment you look at them, they're very, very flamboyant. They are wearing very beautiful purple mascara around their eyes, and then they've got very beautifully like designed circle drawings around their foreheads and around their cheeks. It kind of reminds you of Malador's Thayan mother, the designs that are on the face. And then all 3 of them are male, but all 3 of them are also bald as the designs go up their bald head. And especially the tiefling with the horns, his horns actually go up and then down the front and then start to curve outward and back up. And along the horns, you see jewelry and necklaces just kind of dangling off. And they're walking around with all of the women and cleaning up, and one of them is pointing as if they're kind of giving direction. But they're very, very flamboyant, and they're all of them appear to be enjoying their job. There's not one single person in this building that you see rolling their eyes and going, "Ah, you do it." They're all just going for it. You also see the 3 tiefling children that were on that 3rd flag. You see them running around the castle and chasing each other. One of them, and also along with those 3 tiefling children, you see a furry purple bear who is like very well armored. Given the size, you don't know, none of you know anything about bear folk, but given this, oh well, aside from Merida, if you go into the castle, but you 2, I mean, you could guess that this is obviously a child, but I mean, they couldn't be more than like 12 or 13 years old, but they are 5 feet tall, broad shouldered, like well armored, and chasing the other 2 around with a single head hammer like it's fun. Chasing the tieflings around the castle. And you see the 3 tieflings, and they're laughing and they're giggling, and you can't catch me, and they're all running around. And you see one of them, 2 of the tieflings are boys, one of them's a girl, and you see the one girl kind of hide behind one of the behind like a vanity desk that has a mirror and like what looks like a bunch of like perfume and cologne bottles on it. and you see her duck down as you guys enter in, and she comes up and rocks an arrow and fires it and shoots it right into like the left aft cheek of the bear as it howls up and I'm gonna kill you. It just starts running after them as the boys are both laughing. Just that's what you see as a display in here. At the same time, the Emperor walking straight through a set of double doors with all of your money still in the air. And the Queen just about to go through the double doors and then turns around and goes, all right, that's enough, and starts going to try and wrangle what you could only assume is her adoptive children. And that is all happening at the same time. Merida, did you enter the castle or did you stay outside?
I stayed outside.
Okay. So you hear all of this while the doors are open. You see parts of it because I would assume you'd at least look in.
Yeah.
As you wait outside, do you wait on the staircase? Do you wait down on the ground?
Probably on the staircase.
Okay. So, I mean, behind you, like I said, it's every and I mean, it is constant. It's at least every 15 to 20 seconds, you hear another behind you and either footsteps walking away or voices talking more and more and more. One in particular, you hear 4 of them and then footsteps walking away and you hear a voice go, I'm so glad we did not go through with that. I mean, did you see? It smelled weird. It looked funny. No thanks. Let's go tell the guild they can give that to somebody else. And the voices fade. Cammy and Steven, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm following the Emperor because
You're following your money.
Yeah, he just pretty much just stole 60K off me.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same and try and avoid being in the way as much as possible.
And he bribed me with the idea of a bag of holding because I'm a short little guy who can't carry all the coins he has.
I offered.
That is true. She offered.
Both of us offered.
Well, it's my money, and...
Do you want me to carry you and the money?
Yes.
I could do it.
Basically turning a bag of holding into a piggy bank.
Yes, exactly.
Genius.
Okay, so as you guys follow, and the Emperor's name is Dorum, for anyone who cares. As you guys follow him into the double doors, it opens up into, again, PTSD for the underground cave that you guys went through. It opens up to a giant meeting table. The same one that Adam partially blew up to try and kill the Brotherhood members. It opens up to that. Of course, Steven wouldn't be privy to that. That's more player PTSD than character, because Cammy doesn't know either. But it opens up to a giant table where you would only assume that the lords sit and anyone else who might need to sit in on a meeting. And it's weird. The table is literally set for 60 people. It's a long table, sturdy table, lots of chairs. In the middle of this table, literally sitting on top of the table, is a wooden rectangular door. Just sitting on top. Not floating, but stuck in space. The Emperor, Dorum, sits down at the table, just in a random chair, literally walks off to the left, counts to 5, sits in a chair. Doesn't sit on a throne. There's no throne in here. It's just regular chairs. Just sits down like a normal person. Takes the money and just very gently piles it up like a forgotten treasure trove in a cave. Piles it up in the center of the table. Please, have a seat.
I'll sit down.
Garrison sits down.
I'm more hesitant about it, but I do sit. because it's polite.
Orange. Good. Anyway, you are interested in a bag of holding, yes? To carry this?
Yep.
Congratulations on your winnings, by the way.
Thank you.
This is a lot more than I started with. I suppose, even though I know all you're interested in right now is your money, which, believe me, I'm a big fan. Bard, right?
Yep.
Always nice to meet a fellow musician. How do you use yours? To trick people, to help people? I'm a big fan of trickery myself.
I tend to persuade people.
Oh, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Trickery is actually how I came to power in this place. I know the Adventurers Guild likes to share stories, but they don't always get it right.
So how did you come to rule this vast kingdom?
Well, I'll tell you. This empire actually comprises of 13 different cities. This is only one of them. This is the capital, the Clarolondo Empire. To be perfectly honest, my wife Tulip, we married 5 years ago. I didn't actually even know her. I mean, believe me, I've had my pick of the litter. You've seen the tiefling hybrids that run around the empire. I've lost track. For the longest time, being who and what I am, one of my primary pastimes was to fuck every different race I came up to. That, of course, exploded into a bunch of children I now have to pay for. But you get what you get. So when I came here, this was nothing. This was a like dry wasteland of a village. That was the biggest profit was the jail. And I was just like you. I came in and tricked and persuaded, and I ended up finding out who the lords were here, the ones that were in charge, and I had one assassinated and I had one jailed, who honestly I recently I forgot that I had him jailed and he was in there for like 20 years. But I released him and then I paid him and he's one of my lords now. But he's in a different city because I don't blame him. He couldn't look at me anymore. But when I came here, there was absolutely nothing. And I just slowly started taking over it through dark and mischievous deeds. However, once I showed how generous I was and what I was capable of doing, everyone just kind of fell in line. First, I took over the food stands, and then I got all the deeds for the surrounding businesses, and then I started figuring out what the city was taking from the business owners, and I just kind of changed it around and started pumping more into them than taking from me, and this is what it blossomed into. And points at you, Cammy, Ozymandias
Yeah.
is now actually our entire crop and farming community. It's still here. I want to say your family's here too. There are a couple of orange tieflings over there. I mean, forgive me if this sounds callous or cold. I'm not sure how long they survived, but there are a few orange ones back there that still work the farmlands. They didn't want to come into the city. They wanted to stay more over there, and that's fine. The only reason I took them over was to expand it and make it more, make it be able to feed this vast growth.
Survived what?
Oh, you know, famine, war, greed.
Caused by...
Just political assets that wanted to come in and take over and make it their own. Like I said, I did backwards. So when I first came here, if you want to go by percentages of what everyone took, when I first came here, the city was taking 80% of what everyone made, only giving them 20 back, and I flipped those numbers, and then everyone started loving me. I only take 20, they get 80. So everything that's made goes back into the city, and that's why I mean, you've seen the carnival that's up there. I had all that built. The Dragon Castle was built and carved. We actually have this exact city underneath the ground for fish and water folk underneath water down there. And I can show that to you if you'd like. We also have teleportation circles that I designed. If you've noticed outside the castle, people just kind of poof. That is the one that gets you into the city. I have one that will take you out if you're ever looking for a quick bleep out of existence and going somewhere else. It does cost, but you can use it.
Where would it take me?
Anywhere else that I have a teleportation, which is pretty much everywhere. I have one in all 13 of my cities that make up my empire, and then outside as well, kind of contracted, if you will. Hold on.
So,
I fucking hate this guy.
His dogs are angry.
he is very suspicious. And like for no reason. Like, why is he doing
That's what
that?
it sounds like.
I need
outside.
to rip something apart with my teeth
I need to
after interacting with that
get
guy.
a piggy bank. a big old piggy bank that never ends. And then for the funnies, I should put an anvil in there as well.
Piggy.
So like someone steals it, yippee, coins, and then they all pour it out. Yeah.
Genius.
Very funny.
Or have.
Or you could be fight and just turn it inside out.
Yeah. 1,000 ball bearings explode out of the bag of holding.
If you ever want to just TPK us.
I mean, I thought if you turned a bag of floating inside out, it turned into a black hole.
No, that's if you put a bag in a bag.
Oh, right.
If you
Turning
turn
it inside out,
it expels all the contents and it
Explodes
breaks.
Violently.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need
you
2
put,
bag of holdings.
like 10,000 ball bearings in there, and then you turn it inside out, and then everything is dead.
Pipe bomb.
But yeah, we're all rolling new characters.
It's a pipe bomb!
It could be the ultimate sacrifice weapon, though.
Yeah, it could. We could be like, hey, Vidar's dad and
Delilah.
all the thinkers, here's, come kill us.
Here.
Yeah,
Come
meet
kill us,
here.
haha.
Come. 5 o'clock behind the quick and easy. We're gonna have a fight, and then they show up, and then we turn the bag of holding inside out, and then out spews 10,000 ball bearings, and everyone dies.
We're gonna
That's
kick
actually
their ass behind the Waffle House.
That's actually not a bad idea, and I've been actually dreaming about the day that someone uses a bag of holding as a weapon. Because I haven't seen it.
I mean,
but yeah.
We have friends who have.
Octavius could make bags of holding if he were alive.
If you were alive.
This is
but
where
yeah.
I would put my Octavius. If I had one.
If I had one. Yes,
Didn't
you're
he
right.
just live in a bucket?
Yeah.
Yes, he did in a bucket of water. That's how he traveled around, and with his mage hand, he flew. because I allowed it to pick him up. Yeah, that's how he traveled. And that's why we have an Octavius butt plug. Because he was an important member of the team.
The deep.
Less beautiful.
Yes. Ocean's
The
Deep.
deep.
Yeah. That's the brand name. Anyway,
Ocean
but yeah,
Gate.
sorry to interrupt, or yeah, sorry to pause that, but yes. So, to answer your question, yes, they go to any of my 13 colonies, and then I've also contracted them out to other places that could benefit or profit from them. So it all depends on where you want to go, what region of the world you want to go to. I probably have one either there or nearby. But anyway, I doubt you cared about any of that.
Nope.
You're wondering about your bag of holding. I have a mission through the Adventurers Guild that many groups have attempted and either been scared away when they got there or inadequately equipped, let's be honest, and did not survive the journey. It was just like any other mission that goes through there, profitable, get it done, that kind of thing. Recently, this one in particular has been catapulted to top priority, and I need it done. I obviously can't do it because I have an empire to run. I can't let any of my lords go do it because they have an empire to run. That's what the Adventurers Guild was made for, to have these missions completed, ones that my assassins aren't assigned to, and everyone makes a little coin all around. I don't care about the money that I make. It's more about basically where I profit from these missions is the items that are brought back. The coin is for you guys. This one in particular isn't about any of that in a way. It is and it isn't. I mean, it always is, but it isn't. I can offer you anything that you need if you are willing to take on the job. However, this is the kind of mission that I can't explain to you unless you choose to take it. I cannot even tell you what it is unless you choose to take it.
Why is that?
Mainly because if you say yes and then I tell you what it is and then you turn around and say no, then it's a waste of everyone's time. So it's either you're going to do it or you're not. And I do know that your group is bigger than just you three, and I would suggest all of you going, because the three of you will not be enough.
You sure? Because
Yes,
Garrison's pretty strong.
I've seen him. I've seen him in action. He's very impressive. No. Let me just put it this way. I have in my empire 70 lords that are all from very powerful fighters to very powerful practitioners to people that are intelligent enough and wise enough and strong enough to run the empire and millions of people and keep everyone where they need to be in different regions of the world. The ones that I would trust the most to do this being here in the empire, I would not send them to this for risk that they might not come back. That's not to say that you guys can't survive it, but I cannot risk all of that information getting into the wrong hands. you need as many people as you can. In fact, if you can hire help outside of your group, that would be good too. Unless your group is the only ones you trust. But again, I can get you all the items that you need. I can put you through a more advanced bardic school. I can give you anything that you need to go do this, as long as you accept doing it.
All right.
I need stuff.
And I can tell you have questions, and he points at you, Cammy.
Yeah. What exactly do you do to run the Empire? Because when I've seen you, you've just been like walking around, like a lot.
Well, all of the magical enchantments that you see here, I've either done them or commissioned people to do them. The defenses, the guards, the training, it's all from up here. I had the idea or was talked into the idea, paid for it. A lot of the initial missions to make the money to build this place were from me, until I was able to pay other people to do it, because that's the smart way. That's, life is long when you pay other people to do your dangerous shit. And I like life. So what I do to run the Empire is I make sure that the money goes where it needs to go, the food goes where it needs to go, the magical enchantments stay where they need to be, and the different races don't fight amongst each other.
So then what do the other people do?
My lords?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of my lords is the leader of my armies. One of the lords is the leader of all of my alchemy and magical enchantment. So all of them are the leaders of each subsection, and I take care of everything as a whole.
Huh.
Kind of like a big business.
So it's like a pyramid.
Sure.
Where you're at the top, and then you've hired people underneath you who then hire people. And then those people hire people.
Sure. It only goes down so far, but I see what you're getting at.
Huh. I had another question, but it's gone now.
That's okay.
I
I'm
have
sure
a
it'll
couple
come back.
Questions.
He
Go
has
for
a
it.
question.
So, is the only reward just the bag of holding?
Absolutely not. And most of the time when you go on these missions, it's again, it's like an 80-20 split. Whatever it is that you bring back, there is a money reward. Obviously, any items that you acquire to go on the mission become yours. I don't charge for them, and anything that you acquire while you're there, if you go off mission, per se, you open up a treasure chest, you take out the items, those are yours. Again, it's an 80-20 split, so whatever you bring back, I have a cherry pick of 20% of it, the rest stays with you. So that's how I handle these. Also, there's benefits within the city. A couple of my guys that came back, they wanted, actually one of the guys that came back from one of my really big missions is now one of my lords. Some of them have requests when they come back, business ventures or status within the Empire. I'm a reasonable guy.
Okay.
And as he's saying this, the double doors open once again, and you see like caterers coming in with just 6 massive circular silver plates that just have all kind from chicken, pork chops, steak, fish, just piled up on each one, and they get set on the table. And you see him just take one of the legs, throws the bone. Dig in, please. All this talking's making me hungry.
Now, do you have one of those teleport circle wards that go to Quickminster?
Yes.
Okay. How many people can go at a time in one of these?
I mean, realistically, you want to do one at a time because teleport circles or the teleport spell is one of those funky things where if more than one person goes at the same time, you could end up merged together on the other side, or you could end up trading limbs if something goes wrong.
Okay.
You really don't want to go through with more than one. You don't want to go through with an animal or a cart either, to be perfectly honest. You can, but it could be disastrous on the other side.
Okay.
I mean, you could be a satyr that ends up with a orange tiefling leg if you go in at the same time. She could end up with one of your hooves. I mean, magic is weird that way.
Okay.
Cammy has unlocked a new fear.
So we can discuss that and all the specifics after you get back. But that is an option. If you're looking, I'm assuming that's your home. If you're looking to get back there, that could easily be one of the take the teleporter for free. I'll up the enchantment to lessen the risk. Send you home.
Okay. Now, how many people do you think should go on this quest?
Well, like I said, I've seen how big your party is from when you got here. Everybody, all of you should go, including your short-fused shark friend. Bring him too.
Okay. I think we can handle this.
Okay. You as well, and Cammy looks up at you. You as well? Garrison's kind of nodding.
I don't have much else to do other than get home.
Garrison steps forward. Do you, as the Emperor, have any knowledge of a hot, red-haired vampire? Like flower designs on her face, and beady red eyes. Very gorgeous, but very dangerous. Have you seen anyone like that before? And the Emperor kind of... I think she hangs out at the club, actually. I think I know exactly who you're talking... Any kind of minor images in his hand. Well, I mean, you guys don't know about it, but he minor images the vampire that he is talking about. Like, and I have described her as a the sexy vampires in the
You've
Vampire
described
Club,
her very vividly.
Mm-hmm.
God, what did she? Oh yeah, I described her as like a Jessica Rabbit if she were a vampire with tattoos. I think that was my initial description when I first.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, I think I actually like voiced that the first time he saw her was like a Jessica Rabbit with fangs and tattoos. But he kind of
a rabbit.
Yeah, he minor images it, and you see Garrison kind of take a step back and okay. So if we go on this mission and we succeed, I want her. And without a question, the Emperor, like, you don't know what's going through the Emperor's head, whether it's like, okay, it's a sexual thing. He's just, okay, you got it. So everyone agrees. And do the three of you speak for the rest of your team?
I don't.
Malador, I thought you wanted to go on this. You
Shut up, you're
literally
busy having
went
sex.
got the application for this quest, and now you no. Literally yesterday, you were talking about how you wanted to complete this quest before me.
Bitch, I have my own requests.
You can request them after,
Yeah.
probably.
Remember, we can get literally anything we need.
Hey, he's not there. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's busy fucking.
He's busy fucking an ogre.
But yes, I believe they would be happy to take this quest.
Pumpkin spice mark.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote me on that. Okay.
I believe
So,
would be happy to.
actually, Cammy, because you were in the Adventurers Guild with Malador when he grabbed that scroll and kind of accosted those two after closing.
Really heavy one.
And he shoved it in your face and asked you if you could read it. So you see that exact same scroll. It's empty. No. I can go get more. No, it's not. Oh, it is. Florida have that midnight rule?
I don't know. Probably not.
What?
Midnight rule?
Of buying booze.
2
Oh,
o'clock.
yeah. It's 2 a.m.
2 o'clock? I can go get
2
more. Okay.
Booze lockers have to be closed at 2.
Okay.
At least that's what it is up in Orlando. It might be different per county.
Okay.
But I know general rule of thumb in Florida is 2.
Yeah. It's
Well,
2 a.m.
I know the one that's attached to the Walmart closes with the Walmart, so I'd have
Yeah.
to go somewhere else to get it. Anyway.
I think the ABC liquor in Sebring is open till 2.
Yeah. I do know that
The
one.
more you know.
Anyway.
Imagination.
Whoa.
So that scroll that Cammy that you saw him roll up and take from the Adventurers Guild materializes in thin air, and he grabs it and unrolls it, and as he's unrolling it, you see the language on it turn from that like weird archaic hieroglyphic that no one could read to perfect common. And it says, "The Drow Temple, to the east of the Clarolando Empire, a sanctuary built for the Drow specifically to attract them to the capital and allow them to live there freely among everyone else. This temple also attracts a monstrous creature abomination called Driders. They are creatures of the goddess Lolth and are not seen as friendlies. Unfortunately, the temple brings them around more often than the Empire wishes. Cleaning them out isn't what the quest is about. That's the easy part. They've taken several of the former adventurers and some truth seekers hostage. So non-adventurers, people that are just going there to seek truth or harmony or whatever the fuck, ventured out there and got caught. Normally, those who failed in these missions would be written off, such as the nature of the business. However, these hostages will be made into sacrifices for Lolth and thereby allow for the creation of more Driders. This is something the Empire cannot allow. Either those taken are saved, secured, returned home in whatever condition they are currently, or the Empire will have to go to war with the Drow community and the temple destroyed. That is to be avoided if at all possible, given the fact that there are more Drow in the Empire than any other race, and this would be devastating to their way of life. There is also a rare sort of item that was on one of these adventurers, something that was merely whispered about prior to their release of the guild and their trip to the temple. An added bonus to the already hefty reward will be presented to the person or people who return with said item. It can be described as a round silver inverted pentagram with 6 tiny black gems fused into it. The aura around the item alone drew the attention of the Empire and everyone involved. So it says, Location, Drow Temple, 1 day east of the capital. Mission, clear out the Driders and bring the hostages home. Reward, 25,000 gold pieces. Free full set of armor. Free already made weapon or discount on a custom one. Free room and board for life. Free booze for life. 1 week off free trade classes. Additional mission, find and retrieve the rare silver pentagram and bring it back. Reward an additional 25,000 gold pieces. And then, of course, whatever items that you need to do the mission, and your special requests, like going home or the bag of holding. There was the particular group that went there, because I was actually in the guild when they took the quest and went, and had the item around their neck. The one that stood out was a very big, burly black dude. Dark skin, muscular, short hair, spoke in a very deep voice. Talked as if he'd been doing battle for a long time. Claimed, to be honest, as long as I've been here, I've never heard of Relictus. It's an interesting place. Slave trading, not something I really enjoy, but to each their own. Apparently he works with them, and he's been to Coast City, and went to Salvetti on a contract to kidnap the person who had this item, and then they went to the Drow Temple. Haven't heard from them since. That group in particular needs to be found, and that item needs to be brought back.
Steven,
So-
can you
That's
read
Trock,
out
right?
loud? It's gonna take me a while.
Wait, what? What am I looking at here? Garrison, we get to do an ethnic cleansing now to try and prevent a holy war. Nice. Okay. So, please take the rest of the day to gather your teammates. I hear there's a really awkward, fun commotion happening at the arena right now. It happens. Normally at the offshoot crank and yank we have here in the city, but to each their own. Do what you need to do, gather your friends, gather your items, take a rest, and then please leave by morning, because this really needs to be done as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. Speaking of Relictus, would you happen to have another teleportation circle near there?
I have one that could get you to Gaudium, and then you're on your own from there.
Okay.
Salvetti never wanted one, which was kind of strange, and now that city's underwater, as from the last I heard. And then Relictus is a couple days from Gaudium, so I can get you as close as there, and then you're on your own. I do have other means of travel that could help you, but from what I've heard and seen, you have a ship. And a couple of you have wings. So, I mean, I could get you to Gaudium, and then you could just go from there on your ship or fly or whatever. But yes. And he closes the scroll, and then you see a book materialize in front of him, and Cammy, it's literally the book from the Adventures Guild. He puts it on the table and he opens it. He says, so the names, actually, let me make sure that I have this right. I have not had to open this folder for a while.
Cammy had only read the first 2 lines of the scroll before he closed it.
Yes. I am looking for... Trying to read this really quick. Okay, so he opens up the book and he says, the names that obviously any and all survivors, please bring them back. They're not expendable. It is the name of the business, but the more the merrier. Okay, the names on here that are affiliated with this item: Roe and Ver, Trock, and Marcus.
Wait, so those people are all at the temple?
These are the 4 that signed up for this.
Oh. All right.
Yes, these are the 4 that signed up for
Wait,
this.
when did they take this?
They've been gone for about a week or 2. That's kind of why it was catapulted to the top of the list. I tried sending more people, and they did not return. Yeah, so Roe, Duke Rask, Ver, Deduce, Trock is in there, and then a Marcus Evermore, which that name actually looks familiar because there's also a Yorick Evermore in this book. Is that any relation? I'm assuming that's a relation.
Yes.
He might have a particular interest in that one. So yes, please gather your friends, give them the story, and go as soon as possible. But yes, so that's it. You're welcome to head on out there. You have access to the Blue Heaven, Co Valley. Go get your friends after their weird event at the arena and do what you have to do.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Cammy?
Thank you and good luck.
Could you go rally the rest of our team while I go get us some extra muscle, I guess?
Are you gonna leave all of your money here?
Unfortunately.
Dang. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll keep it safe. And that door that you saw on the table, it opens, and past the door, you don't see the table or the rest of the room. You see it open up into like a giant mansion with multiple staircases and a catwalk and multiple doors and like more caterers bringing giant plates of food and exotic dancers and a bunch of other shit. And he sends the pile of money in there and shuts the door.
All right.
If you just lost my money, I will kill you.
Coke and hookers. I wanted to blow it on that.
There's
All right.
title.
So you guys venture, yeah, exactly. Blow it on Coke and hookers is the title of this, with no context whatsoever. But you guys get up from the table, head out of the castle, and run into a curious Merida who has not left the staircase this entire time.
Hi, Merida.
And as you approach her on the staircase and say hello, rounding the corner in the aftermath of paint dust and cloud, confused, scared, laughing, just a cacophony of different feelings, is a Malador, Yorick, and Vidar, somewhat running away from the very life-altering event that just took place, as they also round the corner. And like literally as they're running, they're like dusting off pink specks off their clothing that they have now put back on, and their armor and their weapons.
And their liquids.
Yes, as they are circling around the corner.
Vidar, we're never talking about this ever again.
Agreed.
Okay, well, you guys were having fun in the Coliseum. I was talking to the Emperor, and
Yeah.
I accepted a quest.
What quest?
We are going
The
to
one
go
that was
to...
that you wanted.
Yes.
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
We are going to go to the Drow Temple, kill the Dridents that are
Driders.
occupying the temple.
Driders.
Dridents.
Sorry.
Well, I
Dridents
mean-
occupying the temple. And we are going to rescue the hostages.
We're gonna kill the dryer sheets.
So you're telling
That's
me...
how well Steven listens. The dryer sheets.
So you're telling me we're killing evil things and saving people. I'm sure the writer would like that, so...
Well,
I
here's
need
the
stuff.
thing.
I'm almost running out on shit. We're like...
Here's the thing. Okay, there's a couple of things. We can request any gear that we need, and it will become free. If we complete the quest, we keep the gear.
I like that.
Okay.
Who do I talk to about that? Because I need a few things.
You'll talk to the Emperor.
Alright, I go find that fucker.
The next thing. The hostages. Some you're gonna like some of them, you're not gonna like some of them.
Why?
Well, two of them are Roe and Trock.
Huh? Why?
Killing the dryer sheets.
I don't know how they got caught up in that. Knowing Roe and Trock, they should have been able to handle this.
Yeah.
So we're going up against something big.
Well, who are
And
the other
another
ones?
one of the hostages is Yorick's dad.
Yep.
My dad.
Yes, your
You-
dad.
He
You
took-
missed a name in there.
Hey, Yorick, I needed to find that fucker. He has my amulet.
You missed a name in there.
Wait, what was the other one?
going to kick Rock's ass.
Like
Um,
4 or something.
Make an intelligence check for me, Steven.
I didn't recognize the other one.
Oh, I know. But
Two
Malador
of
would.
them made a word.
Okay. Oh, I have a -1 on intelligence. Oh, that's a 15.
The other name was Vare.
And then
Yeah.
a bear. And I don't know.
oh no.
Malador knows him.
Oh
What's wrong,
no,
Michael?
Garrison. Garrison.
Oh, I remember him.
Garrison.
Isn't he the one that hurt me from way up there when he was...
Remember when he had you in his room?
No, he had you in his room. I
Oh.
was working.
Yeah. That guy's gonna be an issue.
So either way,
Well, he may
Oh,
have been an issue back
but we're
then. He won't
saving
be an
him,
issue
right?
Now.
yes, we have to save them. And we
That's-
get
yes.
bonus rewards if we bring home an artifact that they were carrying.
This sounds like we're doing dirty work.
They have to be in.
They said the condition we found them
The
in. or
condition
something.
we found them in. Do not harm them.
Well, they never said that.
Well, it's common courtesy to not kill the hostages.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't want to kill hostages.
Fair enough.
And then, the Emperor has teleportation circles that lead to...
I'm sorry,
Please.
shut the fuck up. Merida, where the fuck have you been? It's so good to see you, I'm not gonna lie.
Who is this?
That was going to happen.
I'm sorry, I had to listen to what Fuckface was saying, and then I had to say hi, you know.
Okay.
Seems like y'all were having a bit of a flashback out there, weren't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Talking about.
Yeah.
Merida's gonna walk over to Yorick and pick off a piece of pink fluff. Sure. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Gotcha.
Merida's also going to see a set of wings on the back of a Dar she's never seen before.
What happens in the Colosseum stays in the Colosseum.
That's a bit of a difference, isn't it?
It's definitely a weird feeling. I don't know what to do with it.
Vidar, one side note, you can't put the wings back in.
I don't want to put the wings back in.
I'm just saying.
Do I get like a fly speed with that? Like what changes?
You do. Yep, you do
Cool.
get a fly. I'll add that to your page.
So how is things back home, Merida?
It's a little rough, not gonna lie, but kind of found my calling, I think.
Yeah, what is that?
Kind of the new head of the village now.
That's good for you.
Yeah, there was a double death in the family, so
Yeah, I wonder who caused that.
I had to.
York.
It wasn't me.
Yorick killed more than one of Merida's family members?
It wasn't me.
He contributed.
No, it was kind of a sudden passing. One couldn't go without the other. So
I get what you're putting down.
Is this something that you want, or
kind of what I've been thrust into. Not quite sure if I'm gonna stay permanently or if I'm going to try and find a replacement, but couldn't quite leave my village unattended, you know?
Yep.
Are you gonna have like a regent in place while you're going on crazy adventures with us?
Yeah, the team misses you.
We did. Life has been rough.
First time
Sure
you
has.
saw me with the sword.
Ah, a lot of
Wait,
things have
what happened?
changed, you know.
And then Merida's gonna smack Malador in the shoulder.
Yeah, I deserve that one. Yeah.
What you get for smacking me with the sword the first time you met me?
Who is she?
I was waiting. I was just looking at Cammy's expression the whole time. Just
You were her
What?
you were her replacement.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I apologize. You were here while she was gone.
that was horrible. You were a replacement.
I guess I should get going then.
You better watch your ass, Malador.
My bad, my bad, my bad.
What else you need to be? You're
That
gonna
was
do a calling whistle.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. So Merida, what you see soaring, what you hear first, and then what you see soaring through the sky, is a black dragon wormling that looks like it's wearing black, very well fit plate armor, custom made for a dragon's body, soar around one of the buildings and come very, very quick down until it lands on the ground and skids right between you and Yorick.
I tried to tell him no.
A 5 foot baby black dragon wormling skids to a stop right between you two. And then you see Hank on his shoulder.
You just can't keep that to yourself, can ya?
This thing tried to kill us, and then Yorick made nice with it.
Oh, to be fair, you shot it twice.
To be fair, the squirrel bit me. This isn't
To be fair, that squirrel needs to die.
All of you hate my squirrel.
I think your squirrel is quite good.
York, I
And-
like you, squirrel.
I don't
And-
give a
and
fuck.
Even though Darling tried to kill it, I could have let it happen. But
Yeah. And the moment you said that squirrel needs to die, Darling kind of does the step on your shoulder and fluff up a little bit.
No,
As she's down
no.
staring.
If you need another rat, I can get you one. There's plenty of rats here. Go find a rat, not the squirrel.
So the rest of you, all you hear is whoo, but Vidar, but it's a squirrel. It's a squirrel. It's a
I
squirrel.
understand.
Squirrel.
Not that squirrel. Any other squirrel,
Squirrel.
not that one. That's not a squirrel, it's Hank. And Vidar's gonna roll his eyes.
Merida's gonna go over to Darling and offer her finger for her beak to sniff. It's good to see you, Darling.
Jumps off and lands on your shoulder.
Ah, good to see you. Always a pleasure.
And then you see Garrison's new weird displacer beast and the dragon once again touch noses, and then the displacer beast lays down and she just starts her circle thing. Just over and over, back and forth, just starts circling around it.
I think there's
What time of day is it?
It's getting to like late afternoon, early evening.
Okay. Vidar, all bruised up and beaten, he's gonna get ready to go to the Blue Heaven.
Which you're right down the street from. You guys are now on the main street.
Perfect.
Yeah, I just need to clean up some of the blood off of me.
Merida, check this
Blood and
out.
other stuff.
Check this out. What's up? What's up?
Among
What's up? 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 What's up?
He holds up a shrunken head with very like bright red matted but long hair. The shrunken head's about this big. The hair goes down below its chin. It's matted at the top and straight at the bottom and kind of curls down this way as it sways in the wind. And it's a very, very shrunken face. The eyes are open, but they're hollow. The mouth is open, but it's hollow. And as he holds it up and says the "what's up," it just bounces. What's up? 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 And just starts swaying back and forth in the wind. New teammate, new teammate, new teammate. I like new people. She's red. She's red. She's red like me. She's red like me. Can I have her? Can I have her? Can I have her? Can I have the red one? Can I have the red furry?
Maybe.
It's furry. Furry. I want the fur. I want the fur. I want the fur. I want the fur.
Merida will take her paw and just kind of run through her fluff and then offer it to the shrunken head.
Gimme.
I push it up to the fur.
It's nom 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 nom. So he eats the pile of red fluff and then it just falls out the bottom of the head.
Oh.
And sprinkles toward the ground. Nom 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 nom.
Circle
What'd you
of
think?
life.
I approve. I
Yeah,
like.
it gets really loud. Scream.
Okay. What does everyone need to roll?
There's no roll.
And then intelligence.
It would be the first one.
Yeah, it's I
Intelligence
know it's
saves
intelligence.
16, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
What are we
Everyone
saving
needs to
against?
roll. Intelligence
Yeah.
save 16.
It doesn't work like
Do
that,
I
but I
have a
think that's
chance?
funny.
Get advantage because I already had my hands on my ears.
No, because it has nothing to do with ears. Not this one.
Awesome.
I got a
So one-
17.
You're good.
Got a 5.
Yes!
I also got 5 too.
Yes!
Okay, so Steven and Cammy, you both go blind. York,
Where'd you
what'd
roll, York?
Huh?
7.
You're blind!
Merida, what'd you roll?
7.
You're
You go
blind!
blind.
Are we still standing on the
Make
stairs?
Garrison roll. Make Garrison roll,
Yes.
please.
You're still standing on the stairs.
This seems
Actually.
so safe.
I will have Garrison roll on his character.
Turn out the light.
And because you're out of combat, I'll give it a time. But yes, you do go blind. I said intelligence save.
Yep.
What do we got? He also goes blind.
Yes! Yes!
Everyone but Vidar goes blind.
Let's fucking go.
So Vidar, you kind of shake it off. This like very horrible, ear-wrenching, like skin-crawling shriek comes out of this little head's mouth as the mouth opens up almost wider than the head is large. Opens up and shrieks, and you see all of your party members except for you and Malador, their eyes just glaze over into this blue fog, and they are blind.
How wide are the stairs? Like
Look at DMs, look at DMs, look at DMs,
comfortably
look at
wide?
DMs.
Yes, comfortably wide.
Look at my channel.
How much?
Um,
How
Wait,
far
never mind,
off
not,
are we?
no, never mind, no, never mind, not that.
Because Cammy would immediately scream
Uh,
and trip on her own feet.
Okay. Give me acrobatics or athletics with
Not
disadvantage.
that one. That one, not
Well,
that one.
fuck, that's a nat 20. That's not bad.
That
15.
one. What do I
Okay.
do for that
Oh
one?
wait, save?
Yes, you did save. So you freak out, you step on your own foot, and you start kind of like running in a random direction. And Radar, you see Cammy stumble, but she catches herself and ends up not falling, but landing at the bottom of the stairs.
I could do sleight of hand for that, right?
No, there's no need. He's blind.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he'll
Can I?
unless you don't want him to feel it.
I don't
then
want
it's sleight of
anybody.
hand.
I don't want anybody to know.
Okay, then sleight of hand.
What?
To
Thank
know
you.
what?
He's doing a steal.
Can I see
17.
this with my passive perception of 18?
Depends on what he rolls.
17
Probably
plus
say
5.
it's Passive fucking 30.
Damn.
22.
Yup.
Actually, yeah, Garrison would notice that.
Well, he's blind, isn't he?
Garrison's
Yes, this is
blind.
So never mind. Yeah, his passive's 30, but it doesn't mean
he's like a
technically blind.
bat, so he
What
has
did he just
echolocation.
steal?
Probably a fucking amulet, 'cause
Let
that's
me-
what he's
Let me
been
know.
fucking screaming about.
Let me know how much.
Let me check.
Money?
Well, I don't have any money, so that's good.
Yeah. I have
Bitch,
at
you
most
got your
2 coppers.
3,000 gold.
No, I didn't. You never gave it to me.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he did. You get absolutely nothing.
Fuck.
you
Yeah,
try.
did you try and steal money off me?
No, not you.
You try and there's nothing there. Okay.
Worth a
Within
try.
a couple of minutes, the blind fades.
What'd you guys think about that?
I hate you.
Ah,
What the fuck?
loud, isn't
Never
it?
do that again.
It's very loud.
Obviously. Okay.
And after being blinded by your teammate, amongst other things that Malador pulls out and ruins the vibe every time. Funny, but you know, you guys pay for it more than your enemies do. As a group, you all venture toward the Blue Heaven
I got one
and
more thing
enter
I need
it.
to tell.
And
Everybody's going to the Blue Heaven?
Are you guys getting one room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Are you guys getting one room for the 7 of you, or multiple rooms?
Multiple rooms.
So who is going with who, so that I know for next time?
Fine with whatever.
I'll go with anyone except for Malador.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Malador can have the doorstep.
Fuck all of you.
Well, I mean, so we've got like 2, 2, and 3, or we've got 3, 3, and 1. How do you guys want to break this
Can we
up?
do this like Harry Potter and make him sleep under the steps?
You know what, fuck
Can
y'all.
we
I'm
rent
getting a
the
single.
space under the steps?
Room closet.
I will pay
I'll-
for a single.
I'll bunk with Yorick or Garrison, whichever the two. If they want to do a 3, I'm good.
Both.
Yeah. So Garrison, Yorick, and Vidar will take one room, and then I would assume Merida and Cammy, since you two are the only females of the group. But what would you like to? Because that would leave Steven
Hi, I'm
with
Cammy.
Actually,
that would leave Steven with Malador.
can I start my
Well,
Correct.
as long as I've got a bed, I don't care.
Start your what?
journey to Quickminster with the teleport
Sure.
circles?
Well, I mean, he said that you could do that after the mission. That comes afterwards.
I need people from there.
Oh, you're trying to go there and
Yeah.
recruit.
I'm trying to go
Okay.
there and recruit.
Okay, so while they are getting rooms, you're gonna break off and go talk to the Emperor again. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
Gotcha.
I wanted to say, was that I'm going to go back to Quickminster to recruit.
All right. So it
Well,
would
if
be.
you're leaving, I probably should stay in your guys' room. You know. Just saying, cheaper. I'll pay for it.
let me ask you something. Are you trying to sneak out, or are you just leaving and don't care who knows?
I'm making it known. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Got you. Alright, so Garrison, Yorick, and Vidal are in one, Cammy, Merida, and Malador in the other one. So you guys get, well, you get 3 rooms, but you're only occupying 2 at the moment. I just needed to know what the breakdown was, so that for next time. But we will end there tonight. That is actually the perfect spot to end. Welcome back, Merida.
Welcome
Glad
back.
you're here.
Yeah.
I hope you can join us again next week.
I should know tomorrow, but
Okay.
I have a feeling it shouldn't be an issue because
Okay.
the way that work has been, I've been working mornings, so
Awesome. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
probably next week. So
Hell yeah. But yes, welcome back. We definitely missed you.
Definitely. Yeah.
It was nice to have you here. Our
What?
team is full again. And hopefully Garrison can play next week, so it will be a full crew. No one takes next week off unless it's life or death or work related. Everyone needs to be here so we can have our full crew with Jill. Everyone shows up.
I should be
Please.
here.
I will be here from my hotel room, but I will be here.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Word.
Malador's deck.
Every time he pulls it, something bad happens.
Yes. And
The dick
To-
and the back.
to end with 2 jokes that I heard from work that I found hilarious. You look like the kind of person that eats a Snickers bar upside down because you like feeling the veins on your tongue. That's one. Feel free to use that with anybody. And you look like the kind of person that eats bananas for the shape. Good night.